just switched the phone like halfway through, so.
That's weird, the cookie is.
Alright, so I'm here with Tom from Angels and Airwaves. How's it going?
How's it going? What's your name?
Patrick.
Hey Patrick, nice to meet you again. I'm sorry.
And how's work tour been going?
It's been awesome, man. We've been going for weeks and weeks strong now. We're on this leg of the tour is 12 days straight. Which, if you look in the Encyclopedia Britannica of what you're not supposed to do on tour, go 12 days straight. So we're all very tired. But it's been amazing. It's seemed to just keep fucking growing every year. Since I did it last, which was 10 years ago, 3 stages. Now there's 100 bands, 9 stages. It's insane.
Alright, so everyone else coming from another band and all having recorded albums before, what was it like to create a first album with a new band, having already been through the process of the first album fresh and that sort of thing?
It was, Angels and Airwaves is a very unique kind of organization because we're very, close friends and we're very loyal to each other and we all have the same common goal. I made sure that everyone in this band could communicate really good and they were clear and all these, great adjectives, so that way when we get into making an album, we all have common purpose. And so these records are very easy to make. We all go in there and each person has a very defined role, because there's not multiple songwriters or multiple drummers or multiple piano players. Like everybody kind of does their one specific thing. So when it really works absolutely amazing. And you hear something? I hear a little faint sound or something. But we all are involved from beginning to end, on everything. It's a very, very communal process. Amazing. But easier than anything I've ever done. Blinko wasn't that way. Blinko was a little bit of a fight all the time. But that's what made it magical too, because we were so different from each other. We made this thing that was the thing,
Alright, and what was the decision to release the album in part 1 and part 2?
Because both records were very much like a recording of an emotional change in my life. So the thing was autobiographical. And the first record was really about the idea of if you see the world differently, then you can see yourself differently in it. But the second record was about, okay, now what's the personification of that idea? How do you actually enact that change? And that's why we did 2 records that were within a year and a half of each other, and counted them out. And it ended up becoming this really great testament to how I turned my whole life around. At least me personally, lyrically. The whole band was involved in it, but when it comes down to actually saying those little few words of poetry on there, I'm the one that has the last say on that, I guess, and so I made it about myself.
Alright, so whose idea was Mod Life? Obviously, in my opinion, one of the most groundbreaking things for a band to start doing. Bands always have blogs going up, but nothing quite like this. So.
It was mine, and I was trying to figure out what a band needs, it came a long way from what my idea was into actually getting built. The people that built it, the people that run the company for me, I'm one of 3 owners, but there's we have a whole kind of technology company and stuff in San Diego, and those guys are amazing. They took the first idea and they actually made it happen and grew on it and evolved it, and all along the way I would be saying what we need more of, what we need less of, or what would work well for a band, and it's the raddest thing I've ever had as a band, hands down, the coolest thing.
Nice. And what was the decision to make the documentary? I guess Mod Life also had it.
Yeah, I mean, the way my company works was we basically are all my friends that never really had college degrees. We have a place where we can do what we're good at. And so it's all very incestuous. And so Mod Life and Macbeth, Loser Kids, and all these things that were involved, we're all kind of the same group of people. So we put it on the film as a sponsor in a way. It's all the same people. Who's making these noises? Who's making these noises? What is this for?
It's an online newspaper and magazine, so we transcribe them.
On to you guys. As long as it's not porn. Well, actually, is it porn? watch a little porn. I watched a little porn today. Just being honest. Okay. I have needs. Go ahead.
All right. So looking back at the last 10 years is, seeing what you and Dwayne created, and what has the music scene, essentially what you guys, for the most part, provide punk rock. And what do you have to say about the scene and its state today?
Well, I think every few years there are bands that help contribute to the growth of the scene, and I think now it's much more diverse, which is awesome. I think kids are way more open to different types of music and not as elitist about it. I think that it's always going to grow and incorporate different types of fashion and different amplified emotions and whatnot. You got the emo kids, you got the hardcore kids or whatever. It's always going to have those attributes, but I think it's something that's not so pigeonholed as just punk rock or just hardcore. I think now it's like all these bands are incorporating a bunch of different styles of music and media and ways to market themselves and ways to image themselves, and I think that's what's exciting. I think that's the newest thing these years versus when I was younger. It was really, we were just a punk band, and we didn't give a shit about video. It's like we just wasn't that way. Like it was almost bad to do it.
Sure. And